Hi guys, I'm popping on randomly and I'm just getting set up, so please excuse me. I'm trying to make this all work. So, yeah, let's see if comments play nicely today. Okay. Ooh. So I hope you are all well in this crazy week and everything going on. I'd show you my face, but I'm totally at home in my pajamas and I have not done my hair. I've been watching Netflix all day, so I do apologise. I do have a croaky voice, so I do apologise. I'm actually, I woke up sick on Monday and I think I have tonsillitis, so I do have a croaky voice, so I do apologise, but I thought I am so bored, I cannot sit on the couch and watch Netflix for any longer, so I thought I'd pop on and to make the postie arrived today and came with a big box of amazing products, so I thought, you know what, I will pop on and share them all with you. So we've got lots of exciting things going on. It's been really crazy and I haven't been able to pop on and share all of the exciting news because it's just been so busy around here. Hi Kylie, how are you? So yeah, I've just been really neglecting my Facebook lives, but if you've been following my page, you'll see I've been blogging daily. So I've still been sharing my crafting with you all. So I hope that's been okay and I hope you've been enjoying all the different things I've been creating. I've been trying to crowd in some last minute crafting before celebration ends. Hi Kayla, which ends in less than a week I think, because a week today I'm pretty sure it ends. And then the sale's over for the year, so I wanted to come on, at least pop on live before that happened. So today I'm going to share with you the new products that arrived in the mail, and then I'm hoping I might just I never ever do this, but I'm hoping I might just create a card with you all, and I've got no plans for what that card will be, but we'll just have to wing it, and I don't do winging it very well, so we'll see how this goes. Hey Missy! So I got this in the mail today. I haven't even put it away, it's all on my desk, that's how slack I have totally been. So I'm sorry, I sound all froggy. So anyway, so I will talk about this first, but we've got an amazing new release at Stampin' Up, and it begins the 1st of April, so it will begin next week. But the reason I wanted to share is because one, the new products for this suite arrived today. And hi Vicky, you sure can, Kayla. Do you want to flick me a message with your address and I'll get one your way? So yeah, if you are just joining, I've got all the links in my video description where you can find the monthly host code, which is also just up here, and also the link to request a catalogue if you want one. So this is the current not occasions, I keep going to call it that still, the January to June mini catalogue, plus we've got our 2 celebration catalogues, which are still current for another week. So if you don't know what celebration is, basically it's a yearly sale that Stampin' Up have, and you get to choose a free product for every $90 you spend. So there's lots of freebies, and I do have something exciting to share about that in a second. But yeah, this is the suite, the Ornate Garden Suite, and this one goes live to customers on the 1st of April, but what this suite is actually an early release from the annual catalogue. So this is also our other current catalogue. So this is our big annual catalogue, and we are getting another one of these in May. I want to say May, pretty sure it's May or June. I can't actually remember. If I just check the back, I'd be able to tell you, wouldn't I? Pretty sure it's June. I don't know, someone correct me. Hi Liz, how are you? So this suite that they're releasing is actually an early release, so we're able to get it early. Now, as demonstrators, we were able to order it early, which was really exciting, but I want to talk about it because you too can get it, and there's an amazing way to get it at the moment, which I would recommend that everyone do if you haven't already, or if you're not already a demonstrator, because it's just too crazy not to do, because you can get everything I'm about to show you in the suite, and you can get it for $169. Well, actually minus like maybe a packet of gems. So at the moment you can join my team for $169, and you get to choose $235 of product when you join. So this actual suite, you can buy the whole thing for $238. So unfortunately it's $3 over, and you can't go over, but you could just simply take out either the ribbon or the gems and get everything else, and then add those to an order once you've joined and get 20% off them anyway. But on top of that, you'll also get at the moment, so you're not only getting $66 cheaper, but at the moment you'll also get the free mini paper trimmer, which is a celebration offer at the moment when you join. You'll get a free packet of this sampler pack of DSP, entirely free. Plus you also get a free stamp set of your choice. So you could buy one of the bigger stamp sets like this one, which I think is about $70 retail, and you could get that free. So that's an extra $70 on top. So it's an amazing, amazing time to join, because you're just getting so much free. And a lot of people worry when I say join, they think that they're going to have to sell or do live videos or have a business page or run classes, and absolutely not. In fact, 99% of my team are hobby demonstrators, so they enjoy the discount for themselves. And the reason I want to talk about it and really push that now is because that offer with the extra freebies ends on the 31st of March at midnight. So you could get all this if you like what you see today and get it for really cheap, or you don't have to get this. You could get whatever you like from, you can choose $235 of product out of any of these catalogs. So there's lots of great reasons for joining. So this is the little leaflet that comes out, which has all the products listed, but I'm just gonna do away with that and just show you them in person. So I'll get rid of all the, I got a bunch of extras because, you know, everyone's hey Tanya, how are you? Everyone's stockpiling at the supermarket, and here I am stockpiling. You should have seen the big stash of white and black paint card stock that I just put away, because I was not running out of that, no way. So I did get some extra gold glimmer paper because that's one of my faves, and I got a few other extra bits and pieces. I'm a bit obsessed with, I'm not feeling great, Tanya, but I was getting so bored, and I was chatting to Missy, and I was like, I can't watch Netflix anymore today. I need to get on and craft. And she was like, get on there. So I did. It's your fault, Missy. So I got some extra watercolor paper because I'm obsessed with watercoloring at the moment. So okay, here are the two bundles. So we've got the Ornate Thanks, which goes with the Ornate Borders dies. So this one is gorgeous. I'm just loving the font of this one. So it's got all the different like thank you and grateful, thanks, whatever. And then you've got all the extra little things down here. I love this. Thank you. So here's a card, or your kindness is so love. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love that one. And my friend, it's just a beautiful, beautiful font. So I hope you can see that. And then it comes with coordinating dies also, which are these beautiful, they're called Ornate Borders dies, and they're just stunning. Like it was going to make the most beautiful things. I love this one. And you've got this little bit here, so I think this one would coordinate with maybe this one. No, I might be wrong. Maybe it is that one. I'm not sure, but I've yet to have a play because literally it's only arrived in the post today. So that's that beautiful bundle there. And then there's the Ornate Style, which is just stunning. This flower is beautiful, and the images here are only shown at 90%, so they're a bit bigger. So that flower is going to do a whole card front really. And my favorite, I actually think, is this little daisy here. I just think that is gorgeous. And that one also comes with dies. Hi Angie, how are you? Hi Hope. Hi Christy. And so that one comes with dies as well, which makes some beautiful frames. So this one's called the Ornate Layers dies, and it's got some stunning, stunning frames. I love this one. That's going to make a really cool, like a sentiment block, and it's stitched as well, so it's really, really pretty. So that's a gorgeous one as well to go with that. And you could pop the flower, a frame, and you've really got like a card there. Like you don't have to do much else. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Angie. And then you've also got a coordinating embossing folder, which is called the Ornate Floral 3D embossing folder. It's just stunning, stunning, stunning. It's really hard to show embossing folders on a live because you can't really see the detail until you see it embossed, but who knows, I might make a card quickly with that. And then, okay, I've got an obsession with gems and embellishments, and I do like to add them, and so I did have to get 3 packs, and look at this, I have already used some. Now, I was actually surprised because when you see the packet, it looks like you only get that many, but when I opened it, oh, thank you, Hope. I've been loving sharing them. You get a lot more, see? Do you want to see? I'll quickly show you. I did a card, and this is your fault, Tanya. I finished it, and I'm going to show you before I put it on my blog. But I added some sprigs, like you said, and then I added a tassel. I've been loving the tassels lately, but I've been inspired by Tanya's fancy fold videos that she's been doing. So I made a card using some Best Dressed DSP, and this fun stamp was from the Birthday Goodness set with the macarons. So cute. And I used the gold, what are they called? Gilded gems on that. I also just made a peacock card, but I better not spoil everything, hey? So that's those, and there's also some fun ribbon that comes in the suite as well, and that's in terracotta tile and old olive. It's just beautiful. Oh, thanks, Tanya. I was left it, you know, I came out here at 3 o'clock this morning and I was watercolouring because I just couldn't sleep last night. So I came out here and I finished it. I couldn't sleep, and I couldn't go to bed and leave a half-finished card on my desk. That just wouldn't. Oh, Tanya, that's funny. Yeah, I just couldn't leave a half-finished card on my desk. No way I was going to sleep. I can never get into these ribbon things. I can get into them when I don't want to. I'm sure there's probably an easier way of doing it. So this one's the terracotta tile and old olive ribbon. But let's do the test. Let's see how it ties a bow. It's 1/4 of an inch. So I'll just see. This is the test I do. You should have, Tanya. Could have chatted to me, because there was no way I was sleeping. Declan was snoring too loud. I hope he doesn't watch this. Okay, let's see. That ties a pretty cute bow. Cute. Hi Renee, how are you? Now I've got to share, of course, the designer series paper. So this gorgeous paper is a specialty paper, and it comes with a variety of different prints and patterns. So this one, I love the smell of paper. That smells so good. So this one's got the beautiful, are they daisies? I don't know what you call them. They're probably daisies, I don't know. I'm no good with flowers, I'm no gardener, let's face it, which is kind of funny because in my job I have the gardening portfolio at work. Anyway, I like pulling out weeds, so that's okay. There's this one and this gorgeous one. I'll have a look and see what colours coordinate in this suite. I don't actually know. So we've got Bumblebee, Early Espresso, Mint Macaron, Old Olive, Terracotta Tile, and Whisper White. So the big exciting thing at the moment is that Bumblebee must be a new colour. So they've given us a bit of a sneak peek. So every release of the annual catalogue, we get 5 new colours and we say goodbye to 5 colours. So at the end of this annual catalogue, we will say goodbye to, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, Pineapple Punch, Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Rose. I'm terrible at remembering them all. Call Me Clover, I think, and there's one more. What is it? I am not sure. I don't know. Help me out. What's the other colour? It's going to annoy me now. What is the other colour? I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna see 5 new colours, which is exciting. So I'm thinking it must be this yellow we see here. That's one of the new colours. So this has got lots of daisies, which is rather exciting because I'm part of the lovely Missy's team and we're the Hello Daisies. So we've got some paper made just for us. Blueberry bushel, thanks Tanya. What would I do without you? And there's this gorgeous pattern. Oh, look at the foils. So this paper has some gold foilings. This is an old olive with a gold pattern on it. It's just stunning. And there's this pretty one. It reminds me of, like, I don't know, like my Nan's old aprons, like, or I don't know, it just reminds me of something like vintagey. And then I love this one. This is going to so cop my sponging that I've been doing, because it will resist the gold foil and be amazing. And there's this beautiful one, and oh, I love this. This is mint macaron with gold. And it's funny because a card I shared, the Peter Rabbit with mint macaron, went viral all over the internet. And it's like, I never make baby cards, and this one card that I made just went crazy. I don't know how I got it at my feet. Possibly because I've had all my cards out and about. There it is. So this one uses the mint macaron that I shared on my blog. It's a bit squashed. So that's the mint macaron. Oh, so pretty. So I'm falling in love with mint macaron again. Just reminded me I've got 2 cards in here that I've yet to photograph. And then we've got some more daisies and another gorgeous gold pattern. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So that's the product. So there's paper, you've got the gilded gems, the beautiful ribbons, and then you've got the embossing folder and the 2 different bundles. So to get all of this, you would normally have to pay $238. If you join my team, not only do you get a 20% discount on future orders, but you also will get all of this for $169 with free post and all those extra freebies that I said and showed. So the link for that is in the video description, but you can always pop over to my blog, which is listed, and I will have all the joining details on there as well. So I'll put those to the side just for a second. Actually, I do want to show you something because I get a lot of questions about this all the time. So I thought while I'm doing it, I'll just actually show you, and I figured if you get sick of it, you can just look off. But a lot of people ask me about my die storage. So this is how I store my dies, and they're in these pockets with a magnet sheet and a backing board. Now I'd want to show you, because every time I get new dies I do this. I have bits of magnet pre-cut down to 5 by 7 inches, and I get them in A4 sheets off eBay. So and then I just cut them down on old guillotine. Then I get these pockets, which is from Totally Tiffany. You can get them in Australia, I believe, at Craft Online, or you can get them from Totally Tiffany direct, but they're called the 5 by 7, I think they're called 5 by 7 stamp storage pockets. So that's what I use. Plus I've got 5 by 7 chipboard backing, which the reason you add that is simply when you have your dies all stored together in a container, it helps to stop them all sticking together, because if you've got magnet sheet on magnet sheet, they're going to do what this one's doing and stick together. So if you've got the backing board in between, it helps to stop that. So what we'll quickly do, so I can show you, because I know I'll get questions, and I always do, so I'll do a live and quickly show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab, this one's a bigger set, so sometimes I have to use 2 magnet sheets when I've got a bigger set, but I'm going to grab my magnets and my dies. Now I do keep these packets, by the way, because when they retire, I do keep them to then sell them on, because I don't keep retired stock. So yeah, I'm going to definitely have to use 2 magnet sheets, but I'm actually just going to pop all my dies onto the magnets. I have to apologise for my bad nails. I've been doing stuff at work that damaged my nails, and I was supposed to get my nails redone, but because I'm sick and my nail lady's pregnant, I wasn't going to risk it, so I've cancelled all my appointments and I'm at home. Okay, so I've managed to fit that many on. Now what I can do, I'll just grab it, I've got some extra scrap magnet, which is left from the offcuts of cutting down these sheets, and when I can't fit them all, I actually will sometimes just stick some magnet to the back just to hold them in place, which I'm going to need maybe a longer piece than that. Hold on. Just see what I've got here as far as scrap. So I'll get rid of that one. I'm trying to be all nifty while I'm live with you. See you, Tanya. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Julene. Is it Julene? So I'll stick that bit of scrap on there, and then I'll stick my last 2. And all I then do is grab, oops, I stuck it to the one I didn't want to stick it to. Ah, what did I do that for? This is what happens when you craft live. There we go. And now I'm sticking it to my backing sheet. This is what happens when, Kayla's a mess. Hold on. Okay, now we're doing it. Stick that down and then stick it to our backing board, and then all I do is slip it into my stamp pocket. And then I have got a Brother P-Touch labeler, which I have been making labels to do cleaning spray for my son. My son is 6 and he's obsessed with cleaning at the moment. So I've made him his own little spray out of doTERRA oils and stuff because he keeps using all my spray. So now I just make like a label for what the dies are, so ornate layers, and I also put the number of dies that should be in there. So if I need to make sure they're all there, I have a number of how many should be there. So then all I do is then trim that label up. So you have to let me know where you're all from. Got crazy stuff happening all around the world, and it's been nice to actually watch everyone live and see where you're all from and how you're all going. So there we've got the label. So now when I sit them all in my box, I can see exactly which one I'm after. So I won't do the other one live so you don't have to sit through that again, but that's basically what I do with all my dies. Hi Sherry. And I just find it the easiest and best way to make sure I've got them all nicely organised. Okie doke. So I did get a couple of extra things, but they were just pretty much stock ups. Got some more ink pads, which I need to put away because I do card buffets and stuff, which I don't know if we'll be doing in April at this stage. We're waiting to hear on some news. But I needed to get some more of those. I lost my words today. From Canada. Oh, thank you, Sandy. And I got a couple extra stamp sets, which I'm going to use as giveaways because I had some hostess rewards and some celebration freebies. So I'll stick those to the side because I don't need them. Oh, funny story. I also got some more white baker's twine because for those that saw on my page, I actually dropped my white baker's twine in my glass of wine when I was crafting a few weeks ago. Sort of still smells like Moscato, and it has a slight rosé tinge, but it was rather funny. So I grabbed another one. Okay, so now let's actually, one last thing before I craft with you. I have been doing, I'm so organized. Oh, you haven't seen my whole craft area. I've been doing online classes, and last night, because I couldn't sleep, I was up till 3, I actually added all of my online classes that I've been doing, which have PDFs and all have, each card and PDF has videos, exclusive videos linked to it that only you can see. And they're all for sale on you can find them on my page here under my shop. And I've got a shop set up now where you can buy all of the online PDFs wherever you are in the world. And that's all done through Shopify, so you can check out with PayPal and it automatically will be able to download it with the links and everything there. But this is, I'm going to be releasing another class very soon, but this is how I package up my kits so you can see what they look like, because I realised I haven't shown you how I package them up and whatnot, but this is how they're done up. So for those that order within a certain time frame, they can choose to get a kit if they're in Australia, so they can get the class and the kit and have everything at their at their fingertips to get that done. So that was one in there. So I thought I'd quickly show you that to you. So let's create something. Okay, I am really loving, and because I can't think at the moment straight, I thought we might have a go at casing one of these cards so you can see some of the products in action. And I was in love with the mint macaron one up here, so I thought we could probably give it a go at casing it. So let's just go with it. I'm going to get some mint macaron cardstock because I've been telling you just how much I love mint macaron. Now I've got to find my mint macaron. There we go. Okie dokie. So what we'll do is cut a standard size card base. So We want 14.9. This is for A4 size cardstock, and then we'll score at 10.5. And I have the iPad totally in the way of my little setup. So that's our card base. Now I'm just going to fold away from the indented, so I fold onto the mountain curve, and that gives you a nice score. So that's our card base, and then what I'm going to do is also cut a card front, and I'm going to do that to 9.7. This is my favourite measurements at the moment. 9.7 by 14.1. And then what I might do is grab some, I think I want to mount it with something. Well, I might just do a white. So I'm going to my scrap drawer, but I don't know that I actually have anything big enough. I might have to cut it into some scrap. This is what happens when you randomly craft with Kayla and I'm not organised. So I'm going to cut this one to 9.9 by 14.3. Just check those measurements and make sure they're okay. Yep. So that what that does is gives us a very tiny border. Now while I'm at it, I might actually just also cut an insert for the inside of the card. So I'm going to cut that to a different size, 10 by 14.4. And then I'll cut the white piece at 9.7 by 14.1. Okay, so I'll just check those measurements. Don't want to be doing the wrong thing with you all. Okay, so now what I want to do to replicate a bit of what they've done, I've got stuff all over my desk, you should see it. I'm going to bring my big shot in, and I'm going to emboss the front piece. So now this is a 3D embossing folder. Now I will admit I'm really bad at remembering the sandwich for this, so I always have to muck around with it and make sure I've got it the right way, which that is not. That's definitely not. Let's see. That's right. So this is using the Ornate embossing folder. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, so I'll put that to the side for a second. Do we need to die cut anything else? They have die cut some flowers, and that's really pretty, so I think I might do that. Okay, so we'll need the other die set. These are the Ornate borders, and we're just going to die cut one of these ones and some of the little flowers. So as you can see, peeling them off the sheet is painful when you're trying to get stuff done, so that's why I like to have them stored the way I do, especially when you're on a live. Right, so now we need some terracotta tile, which I will just have to find some. Actually, okay, I will just grab some. So terracotta tile is one of our most recent colours. So we're just going to just cut out enough to do a little piece there, and we might just cut a little square. Okie dokie. So I'll pop that in and add some of the flowers, and then, sorry if this is shaking the camera. I'll have to do some more lives now, because I actually have, oh goodness, that moved. I'm actually not going to be at work this week because obviously I'm a little bit unwell. So if my voice is okay enough to do a video and I'm feeling okay up to doing a video, I've rested a little bit, I will pop on and do some more lives with you all because I've got a little bit more time on my hands and I'm not one to sit around. I don't do well with resting, I'll be honest. I'm just going to cut one more little one because that moved a little bit when I was cutting. I need to put new plates on my big shot, that's the problem. So what have you all been crafting? Because let's face it, we've all got lots of time on our hands to do some crafting at the moment. When I finish this live, I'm honestly going to have to show you a photo of my craft desk. There is stuff everywhere. Okay, now I can get rid of the big shot. That was the plan. Die cut, then get rid of the big shot. It takes up too much room. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just bring in, it's not connected to my take your pick tool, but I do have my little brush where I can get rid of these little pieces in the die. They come out pretty easily. I love the new, since Stampin' Up changed their manufacturer of their dies. I think the dies actually work a lot better. So I do love the quality of our dies. They're fantastic. Okay. Move all those little pieces out of the way. That's a good idea, Vicky. Oh, Sherry, I understand your pain, sort of. So my son's at his dad's at the moment, and he will be while I'm not feeling well. But yes, that's what it's looking like here in Tasmania, that it possibly will go that way. Probably this week, the way it's looking. Okay, so now I've got my pieces pretty much cut. I want to actually cut a piece of Whisper White to do a image for the front. So I'm going to cut this too, and I am just winging this. So we've got, what have we got here? Roughly, that's 14.1, so I might cut it to 13. And then we've got, what's this again, 10. So I might cut that to 9. Let's see. How does that look? Oh, no, it needs to be much smaller. Okay. So we'll go cut another bit off. Okay, I might go with that and then we'll see how we go. We can always cut it down. You can always cut it down, but you can't get it a bit back. I can't even speak. You can't make it bigger again. Okay, so now I'm going to take this beautiful stamp set, the Ornate style. And I want this gorgeous big stamp. Oh, look, I can show you something else that I don't often do in videos. I'm going to mount my stamp because I do love the cling and I do love to mount them. Okay. Here we go. So I'm just going, I've literally taken the backing off this and then the backing off our cling one. So then I'm going to, sorry if you see my head, I just want to line this up nicely. There we go, and then you simply peel it off and it's got a beautiful label on the back now. So that's super easy, not too difficult at all. I just want to get a block that's big enough. That one looks pretty good. And then what we're going to do is actually heat emboss that onto this piece here. So what I might do is just rub, oh, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. I might just rub this piece with my embossing buddy just to remove any static. And then, oh, should I use my new Versamark? I got a brand new Versamark pad today. Someone is mowing right outside now. The neighbour just got home too. We share a driveway, so you might hear her dog barking. Look, it's a very clean Versamark. Okay, so I'll import this up. And And then what I'm going to do is just stamp this a little bit off in the top right corner, but going over most of that piece. I like to hold it there for a second to let that really sink in, and then I'm going to grab my gold embossing powder. Now, excuse the noise, I'm just going to heat up my heat gun. And I'm just going to then grab a spoon and sprinkle my embossing powder over the top. Am I showing you how much you need to have this sweet? Okay, so now what we want to do is just heat emboss this image, so you can see. And you'll see it go and change and go glossy. Now you don't want to overheat it, you just want to heat it enough that it will just melt that powder. You sometimes have to turn it at a bit of an angle and flip the cardstock around just to make sure you're getting all those different areas. Hi Matthew, how are you? I'm sure you've probably been better. The world's gone a bit nuts. What colour I used? As in embossing powder, I've used gold. Or are you talking about cardstock? Because if it's cardstock, I've used mint macaron. Okay. So that bit is now... No, I've missed a bit. Right, so that's our piece all heat embossed, if you can see that, and that's going to go on the top here. But what I thought I might give it a go, I haven't done this in a while, but I thought I might just try and brush over my embossing, my Versamark pad, get some of those flowers. I'm just changing this up and making it a bit calified. I'm just going to add that bit of Versamark. And then I'm going to go in. Now this bit can get messy, I warn you. And I'm just going to add gold embossing powder to my background. I love doing this technique with embossing folders. It's like double embossing. So you're dry embossing and you're heat embossing. It's rather fun. I like to flick my piece when I'm doing this, because otherwise you're going to end up with, well, you're going to end up with a ton of embossing powder anyway, but it just makes it a little bit easier. I've got it everywhere. I'm not the cleanest of crafters, just warning you. Okay, so now I'll heat emboss this piece. It's just a rather fun way to add extra texture and dimension to a piece, especially when we're really trying to focus on this embossing. I'll just turn that round and start doing the other side. Matthew, are you still at school? I can't remember if you said you were or not, because I figured that may suck for you at the moment. I'm actually about to start my diploma in community service, and I actually wish I'd already started, because I would have had lots of study to do from home, but I don't. So, but then you should all be loving that, because it means it's Stampin' Up instead. that is so pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. But it's got a really, it adds a lot to that embossing folder and really makes it stand out. Like, you get the heat embossing on the background too, but that's okay. I think it adds to it. Right, so now what we can do is start adhering our bits and pieces down. So we're going to adhere this to our piece of white for a bit of border action there. So I'm just going to use my snail. Oh, okay, maybe not. My snail needs replacing. How did I go through that so quick? Or maybe I didn't. Oh, goodness me, Kayla. I'm using the wrong side of it. Ugh. Okay, Kayla is not going to fix that live. Listen to me talk to myself in third person. Okay, we're using liquid glue today. Just been using this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to stick this to our layer of white. I actually do. Liquid glue is probably my favourite adhesive because you get that time where you can wiggle the bits and pieces around. Now, what I find when I dry emboss, so when I use an embossing folder, sometimes it will make the cardstock like you've cut it to the right size and everything, but because you're embossing it, it makes the piece you're embossing a bit smaller than you expected. So that's where things like this little mini trimmer come in really good use, because you can actually just slightly trim it down. So remember, you can only get that until next week if you join, because it's not available to purchase. It's just a freebie for those that join at the moment. Okay, so now what we can do is actually adhere this bit down. So I'm going to put, look at this, keeping my ink pads open. Goodness me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is grab some dimensionals out. I'm just going to adhere this to my card base, which is mint macaron. Loving the mint macaron. And I will adhere this down. Like so. And then the next step for this card is to do this bit that we have heat embossed. So what they've actually done, now I don't actually know for sure, so don't quote me on this, but this is how I'm going to do it, is they've cut it into 3 sections. So if we measure this here, it's actually perfect because it's at 12 centimeters. So if we go at 4, 8 and 12, so we'll cut this at 4 and then cut it again at 4. That makes it into 3 even sections. And then what we want to do is probably cut away a little piece of each, which I'm going to bring my mini trimmer in for. So I might just cut about that much away. And then again. Okay. Now we have got our piece, which is going to go like so. And then I'm just deciding if I'm going to mount that up. I think I might. This is seriously like random crafting with Kayla, where I have not planned a single thing. I wasn't even going to go live today, so you have got totally unexpected, off the cuff crafting with Kayla. Okay. And then I'll stick the middle one in. Hopefully I remember to share something exciting with you at the end. I thought of it before and I'm like, I probably will forget. I'm terrible. I've got a terrible memory. I'm like Dory off Finding Nemo. You guys will have to give me some good Netflix recommendations. I need something positive and uplifting at the moment. My son's been watching all of the Harry Potters, which has kind of been a blast from the past, really. It's been rather funny. He said that Ron Weasley is his favourite character because of his hair, apparently, when I asked him. Right, so now what I want to do is grab a scrap of Whisper White. And what I'm going to do is grab my other stamp set, so the Ornate Thanks, and I want to grab the Thank You. Got dimensional backings everywhere. Now I'll grab a block for this one to go on. And I'm just going to give this a little bit of a quick clean with a Stampin' Chamois, and the reason I'm doing that is because it's a brand new stamp, never been used, so it may have some of the chemicals they use when they manufacture it still on it, which can affect the way that it stamps. So I am going to, what colour should I stamp in? Should I go mint macaron? Maybe I'll go mint macaron and see what it looks like. Can always change it. Jodie is probably, if she was here watching, would go, I thought you were going to choose Coastal Cabana. I love my Coastal Cabana. Do I do the Thank You in mint macaron? Or do I do it in a different colour? Or do I do it in an old olive maybe? I wonder what that would look like. Let's just give that a quick clean. Oops, bumped the camera. Old olive, where are you? There you are. Oh, look at that. Getting fingers in. What do you think, guys? Mint macaron or old olive? I don't know. Or a different colour entirely. I really don't know. Got ink all over me now. I can't decide. So we're going to have this terracotta tile in there as well. I think the old olive looks funny. I'm going to chop that down and see. Let's just have a look at what this looks like. See how cool that trimmer is. So, where is our ribbon? Okay. I have got stuff everywhere. It's gone nuts. Okay, let's add some adhesive. Times when I wish I had the snail working. You guys are all very quiet. You have to talk to me. I feel like I'm talking to myself. Haven't done lives in so long. Okay. I am literally just going to zigzag that. Like so. And I'll just use a glue dot to hold that down. Oh, that's a good idea, Vicky. Espresso, I didn't think of that. actually think that this needs to be up a little bit. Okay. Oh, Sandy, that was me last night, honestly. Vicky, I would do the colour to match the ribbon, but it's the same colour as the flower. So I don't know if it would just be too much. That, or I could do black. I could go really back to basics, couldn't I? I wonder what that would look like. Do you like my indecisiveness? Sometimes I craft and I can just whip a card together so quick, and then other times it's like, takes me forever. Let's see what just our good old memento looks like. Which I did a bit crooked. No, black looks really weird. If we had the new bumblebee colour, wouldn't it? What colours are there? Terracotta, mint. Oh, you know what, Vicky? I am going to try something. Do you see why I don't craft if I don't have a full card planned out? Okay, actually I think I've got an issue with my early espresso ink pad. It doesn't, no matter how much I re-ink it, it doesn't seem to be stamping properly, so I do need to contact Stampin' Up. Okay, I'll just let it really sink in. See what I mean? It doesn't actually stamp properly. Yeah, I'm thinking mint macaron. We went through like 4 colours then. Oh goodness. Okie doke. So what I might do is actually trim this down, because I don't want this piece quite as long. So what I'm going to do is just trim it down about here. So I'll just cut. Oh, is it, Sandy? So I should do more random off the cuff videos then. This is how I really craft. So you don't see my blog where I just like wing it. I mean, not when I have it all planned out. You don't get to see what goes into the card making process. So I'll just add some liquid glue, enough to just hold that down in place. And then I'm going to adhere my sentiment over the top, which I might just do with some glue dots. And then I'm going to go in and add some flowers. Do you know, I could add flowers in a different colour, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stop procrastinating and trying to make this more complicated. So I'll just bend them up a little bit and just go in, and I might just, oops. Glue dot them down, do you think? Just stop overthinking it. Oops. Now what I might do is go in and add some of these gorgeous gilded gems, because you know I just have to. I'm an embellishment lover. Have to be adding the gems. And oh my goodness. I'm honestly going to show you my craft desk after this. I'm also going to sprinkle on some Wink of Stella because that's my favourite thing to do to cards, honestly. Now, what I might do before I go any further is just add an inside, which we cut earlier. And I might also grab some of the DSP in the beautiful mint macaroni. So we're going to use this one. And all I'm going to do is just trim a small piece of it. So I'm trimming it to 1 inch by 14.1 centimeters. So that's what, 2.5 centimeters by 14.1. And that gives us a little piece to add to the inside to really make that flow. Right, now I've got thank you, and I think I might add thank you. I really want to use that one because it's just so cute. And it says, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm going to stamp that in mint macaron also. Cute. Gosh, you can see my messy hair that I haven't done today. So let's just adhere that in. What would be cute is if you also added one of the border dies, those little scalloped ones in the inside. So that's the card. It's pretty simple, but it's a bit fun to make. Actually, I might, you know, it's bothering me, so I'm going to change it. Okay, I'm going to use all 3 sizes of the gems. So I'm going to move the middle one, and then I'm actually going to use one of the big ones. I should really be getting my take your pick tool, but I'm using my scissors because I'm being lazy. Okie doke. I hope you found that fun and got a good look at these brand new products that are totally could be yours for cheaper, and you could be a part of my awesome team where we share the love. And I love to have monthly giveaways and treat my team, and I love to reward them and just love them because they're awesome. And so you can either do that or you can order this as of the 1st of April. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at my really weird card making that I do when I'm feeling a bit sick and don't have any plans and just wing it. So that's cased off one of the beautiful Stampin' Up samples, and I've just added some extra by adding the heat embossing to the background with the embossing folder. So you got to see that little technique of how I do that and your bedtime entertainment. That's funny. Thanks, Sandy. Thanks, Vicky. So I hope you enjoyed that, and be sure to check out my blog. I'm sure I'll share this on my blog, and I'm going to share a picture of what my desk looks like because you're going to have a laugh, because I am not a messy crafter, but this has become a real mess. So I'm going to have to go and have a massive cleaning session. But I love you all, and I will try and pop on a bit more. I'm just going to go rest my voice and have a hot tea, I think. So thanks, guys. I love you all, and thanks for following and supporting my page. Be sure to give it a thumbs up or a love heart or whatever, because it helps me to keep bringing these videos and this love to you all. So big crafty virtual hugs. Love ya, and see you later, guys. Bye.